Hi, I'm Mitch Bautista, an enterprise account manager from the Philippines. The financial services industry is always changing, such as customer demands, technology, and successful organizations are able to adapt quickly to changing market conditions. The ability to rapidly implement new technology is a critical aspect of this capability in order to react to customers' changing needs. Traditional FSIs have to cope with monolithic environments and lengthy delivery processes. We have found that each customer has a multitude of reasons to use AWS, from the dramatic improvements in operational resilience and security through to being able to compete globally. But by far, the most common thread that runs through all these conversations is that of agility and cost reduction. Banks have a high cost base to maintain their heritage systems, which is primarily based in capital expenditure. Cloud is an enabler to transition to a new way of working, which is far more agile and cost-effective as you pay as you go. This quicker way of operating allows FSIs to innovate on behalf of their customers at a much quicker pace and without having to worry about the heavy price of failure. We are now finding that companies have put in place a cloud-first strategy. In UnionBank's case, cloud only. UnionBank is recognized as one of Asia's leading companies in banking and finance, ranking among the Philippines' top 10 universal banks in terms of key performance ratios in profitability, liquidity, solvency, and efficiency. UnionBank embraces the future of banking and is committed to be the Philippines' leading digital bank to best serve the growing needs of Filipinos everywhere. The bank has always been among the first to embrace technological innovations to empower its customers through its continuous Tech Up Pilipinas initiatives, most of which are first in the local banking industry and some even in Asia. In the recent years, UnionBank garnered a record-breaking number of awards and recognitions, including Asia's Best Bank Transformation from Euromoney, back-to-back Best Digital Bank Philippines from Asia Money, back-to-back Digital Bank of the Year Philippines from the Asset AAA Awards, Digital Transformer of the Year Philippines from IDC's DX Awards Philippines, recognized as one of the most helpful banks in Asia Pacific during the COVID-19 pandemic by bankquality.com, and Bank of the Year 2020 Philippines by The Banker, among others. I would like to introduce Dennis Umila, Executive Vice President and Chief Information and Operations Officer of UnionBank, to share the bank's transformation journey and the rationale behind choosing and migrating all their applications to the cloud.
Thanks, Mitch, for the introduction. Hi, everyone. I'm Dennis Umila from UnionBank of the Philippines. I'd like to start my presentation by providing context to our aspirations as Union Bankers. The Philippines, one of the fastest growing economies in Asia, is home to 109 million Filipinos, 73 million of which have access to internet. If you look at the mobile phone subscriptions, it's actually 1.6 times the population. There are actually more mobile phones than Filipinos. Against this backdrop, 71% or 77 million of Filipinos remain unbanked, with digital payments accounting for 10% of total payments in the country. But the country is really thriving in terms of financial inclusion, led by our regulator, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Most banks are pushing forward their own initiatives to champion financial inclusion. And this is UnionBank's advocacy to promote financial inclusion for sustainable prosperity through technology. This means going digital. UnionBank's battle cry is digitize or perish. With a global standards-based enterprise architecture blueprint, UnionBank's digital transformation journey began. On the first phase of its digital transformation, the bank concentrated on building a solid core foundation. The private cloud infrastructure, data vault, API gateway, business process and robotics process automation, and low-code programming platform were enabled and served collectively as what we call the technology scaffoldings, allowing the bank to build more and more capabilities. In its second phase, we redefined the playing field for the banking industry. There's no competition which bank has the most number of branches or ATMs. We do not live anymore in the past. Now we are focused and dedicated to reimagine a different digital touchpoints with customer experience as our focus. Union Bank launched award-winning digital solutions and innovative technologies, including but not limited to the Union Bank Online, the ARC, the portal, the first Philippine banking chatbot, which we call Rafa, the first selfie banking in Asia, which is Eon, branch on wheels, self-service kiosks, UBank, Bitcoin ATM, digital relationship managers, blockchain-based I2I, Union Bank Global Linker, and more. On the third phase of our digital evolution, Union Bank focused on commercialization and monetization. We introduced more industry firsts such as digital account opening, mobile check deposit feature, cash out services, Bucks, our champion payment channel, and more. While we are going full steam ahead on our digital transformation journey because of the pandemic, customer adoption increased significantly as regulators encourage digital transactions through policy setting. Likewise, customers on lockdown still had to transact in the safety and comforts of their homes. This triggered exponential increase in the bank's digital account opening and digital fund transfers through PesoNet and InstaPay, supported by our API gateway. While the bank was able to reach and support this scale, we are anticipating hyperscale as we commercialize and monetize our technology, products, and services, as well as pursue financial inclusion for Filipinos. This is the motivation of the bank to go to the cloud. There are 4 primary reasons why we decided to go to the cloud. First is business agility or hyperscale. We are already agile, deploying features and applications every 2 weeks. We're moving into DevSecOps to reduce errors and embed quality to support even faster deployment. We want to scale, not just on a linear fashion, but exponentially, going viral. While virality cannot be replicated at will, we've seen it recur. Last year, a social media post elicited a surge in our digital account opening, and while the virality was not sustained, it had driven the new normal to a higher level. As such, Union Bank needs to move to a hybrid public cloud infrastructure to scale for virality. Why did we not do this before or earlier? It's just actually timing. We cannot jump right into it and would have to complete the first infrastructure evolution to private cloud. Now that we are already 98% on private cloud, we can now pursue this. While the initial plan was to move to the public cloud over a period of 2 years, we're accelerating this and foreseeing completion within the year. The cloud transformation program is now full steam ahead. Another reason is operational resilience. We need to be up all the time. Going digital means 24/7, Six Sigma, straight through, and secured transactions always. Even when asleep, transactions and bank operations as a whole need to be monitored for potential cybersecurity attacks and failures. In 2017, we inaugurated the first integrated operations center in the Philippines, the Philippine Banking Regulator Standard for its enhanced guidelines on information security management. The IOC has allowed greater and faster collaboration as critical IT and operations functions are co-located and immediately converged in the Situation Room in case of Severity 1 incidents. As a testament to this, mean time to restore incidents has been reduced. Downtime in 2019, for example, versus 2018 were 35 hours shorter or 50% lower. To complete the multidisciplinary monitoring center, we added the Business Operations Center in 2018 with over 60 dashboards to monitor banking operations. While the success of the Integrated Operations Center delivered Level 1 and Level 2 capabilities for the bank, we are cognizant that cybersecurity requires constant stream of skilled information security professionals, advanced if not up-to-date information on technological developments, and scalability in view of digital and cybersecurity demands. With this in mind, we had transitioned from an in-house to a fully managed security operations center in the last quarter of 2019. For 2021, we plan to go full steam ahead with our cloud transformation. We envision IT having an integrated and robust telemetry system, similar to F1, where performance of engine, status of suspensions, gearbox data, fuel status, tires, temperature, G-forces, among others, are measured, and predictive modeling and analytics is applied. We no longer talk about lead times and huge capex. We mean auto-scaling, auto-provisioning, auto-backup, auto-updates, and so on. We do well by doing good. Through cloud, we have the opportunity to transform job content and roles of our people. When we started our digital transformation journey in 2016, we adopted the mantra, nobody gets left behind. And this still holds true today and always. Part and parcel of digital transformation is people and culture transformation. We continue to future-proof and upskill union bankers on robotics. You can see Union Bank's vice chairman of the board undergoing retooling, agile methodology, design thinking, solution design, coding, and now cloud. In the current operating model, we have various roles for each domain. We have system administrators, network administrators, database administrators, and security administrators. But in the cloud model, we only have the cloud administrator performing all the roles. Likewise, the ratio in the current model is 1 administrator to about 20 servers and 80 virtual machines. In the cloud, we can do 1:250, even all the way up to 250. This is a huge efficiency improvement. And last but definitely not the least of the benefits is cost savings. Will this be more cost efficient? The answer is absolutely yes. We only pay for what we use. In the old model, we pay for a large infrastructure even if the usage is at a low percentage of the capacity. Likewise, the licenses are also flexible and we need not buy in bulk. This allows the bank to leverage on infrastructure, security, and support at the level of the bigwigs without having to spend like one. Engagement also shifts the responsibility for managing infrastructure and its provisioning, security setup, and maintenance to our partners who are experts in this field. IT has more time to engage with its customer, the business. To end my presentation, I'd like to leave you with my version of our battle cry: move to cloud or land behind. Thank you, stay safe, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you for sharing the UBP story, and we are excited to partner with you on the next phases of your awesome journey. Before closing the session, please visit aws.com/training for more information. Thank you. And please complete the session survey to help us improve your summit experience in the future.